All right, you guys asked for it, so here it is. I want to talk to you today about money, specifically income, and what happened to me years back that gave me a lot of perspective and hopefully some good takeaway points for you guys early on that helped me out. So this is a story of how I went from making $8 an hour to making $50,000 a year in 1 year, just based off of one major thing that happened to me that I learned that helped my income jump. It all really started at the time I was in co-op for high school, going to work part-time as a receptionist in a junior high. Did that for a while. I did that for 2 years. After the second year, I had a good friend of mine, named Josh. He approached me, or he kind of pulled me to the side one day and he said, Adam, how much do you make there? And I told him I was, making like $8 or something an hour. And he said, I think you would do really good in sales. Why don't you try going that route? And, I told him, I was like, well, I never really thought about it. And I didn't know anything about sales from, my perspective anyways. And he really pushed me to dive into the world of sales and just put my mind to learning that. And I took a jump. I ended up quitting my job. Shortly after that conversation, I, started intentionally learning a skill, and that skill was sales for me. I started listening to people and searching for specialized knowledge around a topic that I wanted to learn, and that was selling. So I started listening and looking for resources, reading books on sales. And after like a couple of weeks of just diving into information, I went ahead and applied for the job, got the job. I was able to have a decent amount of success in role with no experience. And I really believe it's just because I took the time to, look for some of that information. I'll put up some of the books up here. Just, if you guys are new to sales and you want to start getting into it, fast forward the clock, 12 months, I ended up clearing I think it was like $52,000 a year just because of one skill I learned. And the whole thing, looking back on it, really taught me 3 different things. I don't tell this story to say that your thing that you need to learn is sales, because everybody has their own thing. One of the things that I believe and I've learned is that everybody is 1 to 2 skills away from multiplying their income. For me, back in the day, back then, that was learning how to sell and learning how to work with people. That was a skill I decided to pick up and learn, and it's carried me through my career. But it was the initial catalyst in my life that helped me raise my income more than I understood that I could. So I'm not sure what that is for you, but what I would encourage is do some deep diving within yourself and see what you like, and start to seek out specialized knowledge in that area. It doesn't require a college degree. It just requires you to do some intentional learning and intentional growing. And I believe that'll provide fruit in your life. The second thing that this story really speaks to me on is the importance of having good people around you, because if you don't have people around you that are gonna constantly help, it's like the verse that says, iron, just as iron sharpens iron, man sharpens man, or something to that degree. I'm not an expert on the Bible, so don't quote me, but it's basically something to the degree of, iron sharpens iron, right? And I believe that refers to the people we keep around us and the people you keep around you. One of the things I learned quickly as I started to grow up was the people that you keep around you, the people that you keep in your circle, have a drastic impact on the direction of your life, good or bad, right? But specifically talking around income and talking around, growth in that area, I'm so thankful for my friend Josh, because if Josh would have never looked at me and said, hey, I think you could do this, if he wouldn't have pushed me and highlighted that direction for me, I don't know how much longer that curve would have been for me to make that jump from barely nothing to something that I understood that I could do and implement. For me, that was a great piece of my life to show me that, man, you're so close to your next jump in income, in finances, and growth. And it just requires the right people around you. You got to audit the people that you keep in your life and make sure that you have people that are challenging you, that are mentally pushing you to do the next thing, because you never know what can happen. The third thing for me, and look, here's being honest with you guys, the third thing, and in my opinion, this is one of the most important pieces if you plan to do any type of growing in your life, and that is personal development. Personal development just means it's self-growth, self-help, self-growth. You go to a Barnes & Noble, they have a self-help section. If you go on YouTube, you call it personal growth, personal development, and there's a ton of stuff around that. And I'm not gonna dive into that because I really think that's its own video itself. But what I really believe when it comes to income, and one of the things that I've learned, is one of the most frustrating things in life is trying to find an above average job with an above average income without becoming an above average person. It's described as frustration because you're chasing and chasing this money, and I think we've all heard it, right? If you chase money, if you chase money, you'll never have it. But if you work on you, money will follow. And I believe that is so true. So the only thing I could say in that area is work on you. Make sure that you're your number one investment, whether that's a book, whether that's a subject you're learning, whether it's outside education around school. As you work on you, that you'll just start to attract the other things in your life. And I believe that as you start to work on yourself and as you become more valuable, you will bring more value to the market and your income will start to rise. At least for me, that's really how it worked out. And I'm 27 now. That was back when I was 17. To recap, I really believe that a lot of the professional success I've had has come from those three things. The first thing, learn specialized skills. Go out of your way and be intentional with your learning on subjects that matter to you and that you want to grow in. Secondly, have the right people around you and have a tightly knit group, because your friends are either going to push you to grow or they're going to tear you down. Third thing is, don't stop working on yourself. At the end of the day, no matter what you do, if you put work in on you and if you invest in yourself, that is something that will always pay you dividends, and I fully believe that. I know this video is extremely short. I wanted to change up the style a little bit as far as the type of content I'm shooting. I definitely will still do like the vlogs, but I also want to do more short conversations that are right to the point. I would love to hear some feedback from you all. So tell me what you think. Do you like this style of a video where it's a very specific topic and a very straightforward conversation? Do you like the vlogs that have kind of the day-to-day aspect of what I do or my life? Or maybe like a blended option where there's a topic in there, it's kind of a vlog style, and then in that vlog style video, we have more of a sit-down chat like this embedded with it. Let me know what you think, because this is super new for me. One of the things that I'm working on is I really just want to continue to work on creating more content and put stuff out there, because I believe that I can help out some people in different areas, and also like to build a community. I want to help you out, and I want to build the web of people that I get to interact with and to know. And do me a favor, honestly, it helps so much with the channel when you guys leave a like or leave a comment for the algorithm. It's really big, so I appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, hit the like button on the video, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Go out there and go get happy.